time the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. On his screen, this is Evans. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And taken at the 46. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now only.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickens on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. They hand this off to Harris, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man, that's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Give them 11 on the gain there, and that's good for a Miami first down. We're scoreless after 1. The slot man in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down at 11. Now Tua. And a catch right side by Evans. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. On the give, this is Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38, Tua. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sanders' kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get more jolt of confidence moving forward.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off play action, Pickett.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run with Harris. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Pickett.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Pickett completes this one out wide quickly.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Play action, now it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 2nd down, Evans looking for space.
Running right through it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Tua being chased out left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So with that field goal, this one's not bad. Within a field goal, maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets him that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. It's a run to maneuver. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now.
If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Pickett back to throw.
His pass caught at the 4. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Tagovailoa.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Let's go now.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And he's got some space here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away. And take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tua. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now Tua.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And that one is caught. So they convert here. Don't look now, but this one's back to a low-scoring game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The Steelers going to